Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Ameya, and today we are continuing our video series on FEA weak form methods. In previous videos, we talked about the initial steps which we need to perform, the approximate solution, then the residue, then weighted integral. And once we get the weighted integral, we discussed about the Galerkin method and Petrogalikin method. I will be putting link at the top of these videos for your reference. You can just go through those videos, previous videos. And now we are going to continue with our third method, which is called a subdomain method. Just a second. Yeah, subdomain method. So as we know, we already have the weighted integral form for our equation, that is wi into r dx is equal to 0. For subdomain method, we don't consider any weight equations or weight functions. We basically divide this domain into two subdomains because we are having two unknowns. That's why we decide to divide the domain into two subdomains. Now we have a domain of integral from 0 to 1 by default. So we try to divide it into two domains. So first domain we start with integral 0 to 0.5 and we put r there. So your wi is 1 basically, and we put r there directly, that is c2 into 6x minus 2 plus c3 into 3x square plus 15x minus 0.3x minus 6 dx is equal to 0. Okay, so we don't have any weight function here, separate weight function here. We just change the domain from 0 to 0.5. That is a major difference, and you can solve this in calculator. You will get a value 1.75 plus 1.922, sorry, 1.75 c2 plus 1.922 c3 minus 3.0375 is equal to 0. You can label this to be equation number 1. Now, what we do for a second domain? So for second domain, we take integral and we take this domain from 0.5 to 1. So we divide this domain into 0 to 0.5, and second domain we take it to 0.5 to 1. So r remains same. So c2 into 6x minus 2 plus c3 3x square plus 15x minus 0.3x minus 0.6 dx is equal to 0. You can solve this also in calculator. So you get 3.25 c2 plus 6.328 c3 minus 3.1125 is equal to 0. You can label this to equation 2. Now what do we have? We basically have two equations, two unknowns. So we will be solving 1 and 2 simultaneously, and after solving this 1 and 2 in calculator, you will get c2 is equal to 2.745 and c3 is equal to minus 0.9193. Okay, then what we have to do is we have to substitute this in the equation of y. So we already have the y equation from our initial steps. We just have to substitute this c2 and c3 in our y equation. So I will do that. So it is 1 plus 0.1x plus 2.745 x square minus 2x minus 0.9193 x cube minus 3x This is your y, and here what we have to do is, as given in the problem, we want to substitute x is equal to 0.2. Okay, where it is coming from? It is coming from the problem which is we are trying to solve. We are finding the value of y at 0.2 with various approximation methods. So this is a subdomain method. So for that, you will get a value of y, you will get a value of y at 0.2 to be 0.576, and this value of y you get with the method of subdomain. Okay, so this is the answer you get in the subdomain method, and the important point we need to remember here is there is no weight function in subdomain. So w is basically 1, and we try to divide this domain into number of unknowns. So here if you have two unknowns, we will divide that into two subdomains. So if my domain is from 0 to 1, which is weighted integral form, I divided into 0 to 0.5 as my first equation and 0.5 to 1 as the second equation, and try to substitute those limits and get the two equation, two unknowns. So this is basically your subdomain method. I hope you get an idea about how to get into the subdomain method. If you like this content, do follow my channel, subscribe my channel, and share a word about channel with your friends. Thank you for joining.